Certainly a lot of winter left. Hopefully for now at least, the bitterly cold is behind us for a couple days.
Yes, we're looking at Sunday River right now.
They're enjoying.
I think we're looking at the, we're off the Chondolo. It doesn't matter. It looks pretty good. And I was saying I went skiing. I actually was in New Hampshire. Good conditions though.
Okay, so it was worth it.
Yeah.
Worth the cold.
Yeah, it was a little rugged, but I mean, the lodge is never
So are
that.
you.
Yeah, no, that's not true. They actually,
Loose
at
term.
Loon, they have a gondola, which I'm not a gondola fan in general. I don't want to take my skis off. However, when it's cold.
Bring it on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, totally worth it.
It is nice to take them off and like actually get warm for a little while. It also, you don't ski a ton, but you ski a little.
Yeah.
The gondola is, I will sit on a chairlift silently with another group.
Oh, but in the gondola you have to
If they don't want to talk to me, but there I can't stand
You're
it.
looking at them.
Yeah. Got to make conversation. 31 right now in Portland, 32 in Parsonsfield. We recovered quite a bit considering how cold it was this morning. A lot of us were below zero at 4 or 5 o'clock. So a big recovery there, starting to get into a zone where it's going to be more comfortable over the next few days. A trade-off though, because our weather will get more active too, which we'll talk about in a second. Right now the satellite picture looks good, just a patch of clouds towards Bangor and into down East Maine, but a lot of us are sunny or at least partly cloudy through the rest of today. So what's going to happen here over the next couple of days is we're going to be influenced by a couple of weak disturbances, really waves of moisture that are coming around two ridges of high pressure, one here, one to our south. They're getting squeezed in between. So the result is that none of this looks all that heavy, but we'll have several days of unsettled weather starting tomorrow night, Wednesday, Thursday, really at least the first half of Friday too. So this first wave that moves in is the easiest to forecast. That's going to be snow tomorrow night into Wednesday. Gets more complicated though. The second batch of moisture moves in on Thursday to a marginal temperature environment, which could give us some freezing rain, at least freezing drizzle, and then we'll change over to rain on Thursday afternoon into Thursday night. So we're just on the edge of this temperature profile that makes it a little bit more complicated. So let's walk it through it. Today is fine. Tonight is relatively mild compared to where we've been. We're staying in the 20s for a lot of us. A couple of teens briefly, but much warmer, 20 or 25 degrees warmer than it's been the last few nights. So that's a big difference. Tomorrow we start with some sun. Clouds come in from southwest to northeast. We end up in the mid 30s, but by 4 or 5 o'clock here, we're back to about freezing. And that's when this first area of moisture works its way in. That's going to be snow. It's just a matter of the intensity. I think the heavier stuff is back into New Hampshire. We just get into some light periods of snow Tuesday night in through Wednesday morning. And you can see Wednesday morning it's gotten colder enough that we're talking all snow pretty much everywhere. This is right on the line. I think it's probably a little dicey for the morning commute on Wednesday, but it shouldn't be terrible or impassable, that's for sure. And then that moves out, and our next system moves in with some freezing drizzle here. Again, that's Wednesday night into Thursday. So this is for Tuesday night, Wednesday, 1 to 3 inches, under an inch when you head to the north and east of Waterville. Not a big event, just maybe timed for Wednesday morning a bit. And then we'll watch Thursday, Wednesday night, Thursday. There'll be some at least pockets of freezing drizzle, freezing rain inland. We'll have to keep an eye on what kind of ice accretion, if any, that has. We obviously don't like freezing rain. It's not an ice storm, to be clear, but anytime we talk about freezing rain, it's not our favorite. So I think the way Todd put it there is slippery AM, yeah, because the freezing rain will be there. I think along the coast we're probably too warm. So models will give you freezing rain at 32, which makes sense. It doesn't really happen that way in my experience. It has to be colder than that. 30 or below is really when you get freezing rain to stick. In fact, Brian, we had a storm, the last storm, remember, ended as freezing rain?
Yes.
But we all said nothing really came of it.
Right.
So that happens sometimes. So we'll watch Thursday morning. First things first, though, Wednesday morning for kids and stuff, right on the line, a little bit of snow there.
So a few impact points this week.
Yeah,
as this moves
nothing
through.
huge, just a couple of them.
Okay, Keith, thanks.